countdown is on. The countdown is on ahead of tonight's Europa League final between Sevilla and indeed Inter Milan. Who are you rooting for tonight? It's gonna be big. Sevilla have been here before, but you can of course not say the same of Inter Milan. It's a tough encounter. It's the final of the UEFA Europa League. So who are you picking ahead of the final? They are of course playing in front of no spectators. It's a neutral ground. It's not the home ground of Inter Milan, which is the San Siro. It's not the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, the home ground of Sevilla. Who takes it tonight? Sevilla, of course, are unbeaten in all competitions. They have 20 matches on a beaten run. In that sequence, they've had 11 wins and 9 draws. Of course, that's Sevilla. It's the longest unbeaten streak they've enjoyed as a club. They've never had it this good before. 0700 000 889. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning to you. Okay, Sevilla, Inter. Who are you picking to win tonight?
I'm picking Inter. Then, Anthony. God will let all this Jennifer kill you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. So Sevilla, they are on a 20-game unbeaten run. That's across all competitions. 11 wins and 9 draws. Would Inter do it? They seem to be in good form. Sevilla have scored in both halves just once across the last 5 games, whilst the previous 4 matches in which they considered saw them sheep the opening goal before the 30th minute. Of course, Inter Milan haven't missed out. When you look at the Coppa Italia, missed out on the Serie A title. Antonio Conte has told his boys, told his men that tonight they should make it count, that history only remembers the winners. Hello.
Hello, Anthony. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Benjamin.
Benjamin, let's hear you.
Yeah, I know that Sevilla is a very good side, but I think Inter will carry the day. Thank you.
Okay. Of course, Romelu Lukaku is the form player. When you look at Inter Milan, he has scored in, of course, a record 10 consecutive UEFA Europa League appearances. And he has 14 goals in total this campaign for Inter. He's the danger man. And he has scored 33 goals in all competitions this season for Inter Milan. If he nets tonight, if Romelu Lukaku nets tonight, he will equal the best ever goal tally by an Inter player in a debut season. The last man to score this many goals for Inter Milan was Ronaldo de Lima. That's the company, of course, Romelu Lukaku is keeping right now. Hello. Inter Milan, of course, this season have scored 25 times. Headed goals have come 25 times for Inter Milan across all competitions. This is more than any other team in Europe's top 5 leagues. Inter Milan, when it comes to headed goals, they have 25 across all competitions. More than any team in England, more than any other team in Italy, more than any other team in Spain, more than any other team in Germany, and more than any other team in France. That's how Inter Milan score. They score with their head. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Now tell me that all they call you Baba Inter.
Okay.
Baba Manu. You took us as support in this life.
Okay.
Tony, today is our day. It's painful that man you not qualify. I think my support team to qualify. I don't plan for where the watchman say, share and when I go take to them. But civilians pray for me. But today my Inter, we discipline them. I mean, they tell this match will end up maybe 4-0 or 3-1. I mean, they tell you so today. Now Inter get it in. Thank you very much, Tony.
Inter Milan and Sevilla have never met in a competitive game before. The only time they met, it was of course in what was a world friendly, clubs friendly. That was way back in 2008. Inter and Sevilla played out a goalless draw on that occasion. So they will be meeting for the very first time in, of course, football. When you look at the last five matches of Inter Milan have won their last 5 matches. They beat Shakhtar Donetsk 5-0. Inter beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-1. Inter beat Getafe 2-0. Inter, of course, beat Atalanta in the Serie A 2-0. And, of course, Inter and Napoli. Inter beat Napoli 2-0. For Sevilla, Inter, of course, Sevilla beat Manchester United 2-1. Sevilla beat Wolverhampton Wanderers 1-0. Sevilla also knocked out AS Roma. We're talking about in the Europa League 2-0. Sevilla beat Valencia 1-0. Sevilla and Real Sociedad, that was their second to last game in the La Liga. They played out a goalless draw. So Inter Milan and Sevilla are meeting tonight. Who are you tipping? Who are you tipping to win tonight's encounter? Hello.
Hello, good morning, Anthony.
Good morning.
Yes. Yeah, this is Israel.
Okay.
I give it to Inter Milan. 2-1.
Okay.
Yes.
The last team. Okay, the last team to beat Inter Milan was Bologna. And the last team to beat Sevilla was Celta de Vigo some 20 matches, in fact some 21 matches ago. Of course, the last time they lost a game was before lockdown. After lockdown, Inter Milan lost, and they lost to Bologna. That game was on the 5th day of July in the year of our Lord 2020. As for Sevilla, the last time they lost was on the 9th of February in the year of our Lord 2020. So for Sevilla now, for about 6 months now, they've not lost a game. Inter Milan lost as early as last month. Who will win this game tonight? Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning. It is still your frequency of champions. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM 0700000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning. We are previewing the UEFA Europa League final. It features Inter Milan and Sevilla. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Martins on the line.
Okay, Martins, go on.
Inter going to carry the day.
Why do you think Inter will carry the day?
Inter have more than considerable player more than Sevilla. Lukaku and Martinez, Sanchez, they are going to carry the day today.
Okay. Sevilla versus Inter is the final of this season's UEFA Europa League. Let's of course tell you that the action is almost set. Tonight it will go down. Let's say that two players, of course, in fact one major player, and he's their star player, is a doubt. I'm talking about Lucas Ocampos of Sevilla. It's a doubt. It's very, very doubtful ahead of tonight's game. But of course, the regulars, Bruno will be there. Navas, Kunde will be there. Diego Carlos, and of course, Reguilon. Reguilon is attracting interest from the likes of Chelsea. He's a left back. Iba Benega, Fernando, Jordan Suso, of course, and Nesiri. He likes to score. Ocampos, if he doesn't play tonight, indeed would be missed. Inter Milan, of course, looking at they're beating Sevilla. Handanovic is their Slovenian captain and goalkeeper. Diego Godin, De Vrij, Pastoni, D'Ambrosio, Barella, Brozovic, of course, Gagliardini, Ashley Young, Martinez, and Lukaku. Of course, these are the players. Alexis Sanchez may not start, but they say will play at some point. He has a thigh problem. Victor Moses, like you know, plays for Inter Milan. The ranking, when it comes to UEFA rankings, you know there's FIFA rankings and of course UEFA club rankings. Sevilla is ranked 8, number 8 according to UEFA. Last season, or this just ended campaign, they finished 4th in the La Liga, behind Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Of course, I've told you about their last 5 games, 4 wins and a draw. Real Sociedad were the last team to draw Inter Milan. Of course, they were group winners. They won Group A, and they beat, of course, the others to reach this level. Round of 16, they beat Cluj Napoca. Of course, AS Roma and they beat Wolves. They beat Manchester United in the semi-final. Last season, they got knocked out in the round of 16. After extra time, they were knocked out by Slavia Praha. This record, of course, in the record, the final, I beg your pardon, they have played 5 finals and they have won all 5, never lost in the final. Their most recent final was against Liverpool. That game, Liverpool scored first. They beat Liverpool 3-1. Of course, Inter Milan, when it comes to their ranking, they are below Sevilla. Sevilla is ranked 8. Inter Milan is 33. Domestic position in the Serie A, they finished second behind Juventus. Last 5 games, 5 wins. Of course, Inter Milan, how did they get to the UEFA Europa League? They played first in the Champions League. They got knocked out. And they now found their way, knocking out the likes of Getafe, Leverkusen, and indeed Shakhtar Donetsk in the semi-final. Inter Milan last season were knocked out by Eintracht Frankfurt, who got as far as the semi-final to be knocked out by Chelsea. Chelsea were eventual winners. Inter in the old formats. The old format before it became Europa League. Inter, of course, played in 4 finals, won 3, and indeed lost 1. Their most recent was against Lazio in 1998. That time it was the old format. Since it became UEFA Europa League, now Sevilla get 5 finals and 5 wins. Of course, Inter Milan, they won it when it was the UEFA Cup. UEFA Cup, 9 them win. They won, of course, in 91, 94, and in 98. Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM is the station. Let's go for a break. We've been previewing tonight's final, UEFA Europa League final. Sevilla on one side, the most successful team in the competition's history. And indeed, Sevilla are taking on Internazionale. Spain versus Italy in the final of the UEFA Europa League. We'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll discuss matters arising inside the center circle. Don't touch it. The action is definitely right here.
This is Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Here is the list of excuses that will no longer be accepted.
I beg, give me your hotspot. I want my data, but this one too much.
Please, could you put your Wi-Fi on? I'm out of data and the recharge card seller has closed.
Oh, I would have recharged though, but I can't find my wallet.
Please, I've got cramps and I can't get up. Can you share your hotspots?
Oh no!